At the end of this video, you'll know how to set up your own professional podcast set on a budget. Hey, it's Caleb from Wondershare Filmora, here to empower your inner video creator. Podcasts are one of the most popular types of content out there. In such a competitive market, the best podcasters stand out by including a visual component to their show. A video podcast can help with some subjects like film and TV, as well as opening up an extra avenue to promote your show on video platforms. However, creating a set, as well as getting the camera and lights you'll need, can quickly exceed your budget. Today, we're going to teach you how you can create your own professional podcast set without spending hundreds of dollars. The most important part of a podcast is the audio setup. No matter what kind of microphones you're using, you'll want one microphone per guest so you can adjust their levels individually. Position the microphone about 5 to 12 inches from your subject. You want to be close enough to pick up their voice comfortably, but not too far as to pick up background noise. By the way, did you know you can make a pop filter by using just your socks? Check out our dollar store film hacks video for more crafty tips. If you have access to a boom arm or mic stand, you can put your microphone in even more places and free up space in your set. Once your mics are set up, it's time to move on to camera. When it comes to shooting podcasts, there's two things to keep in mind: framing and syncing. Framing will depend on how many cameras you have access to. For a solo podcast, a medium shot like this is all you really need. Things get a little more complicated with multiple subjects. If you have only one camera, you want a wide shot that includes your subjects. Get as close as you can while including everyone in the frame. With multiple cameras, you can add singles of each of your subjects to edit with later. By the way, you don't need an expensive camera like this to shoot your podcast. You can do a lot with a phone camera and a professional camera app. Set your phone's camera to the highest resolution it has, usually 4K, and set your ISO setting as low as it can go without going too dark. These settings will help squeeze more value out of your phone camera. The other important part of your setup is syncing. First, make sure your cameras are all recording at the same frame rate. Pay close attention to this because if one of your cameras is even slightly off, trying to fix it in editing can turn into a nightmare. Second, slate your cameras and microphone. Professional movie sets use a clapperboard to do this, but you can achieve the same thing with a simple clap. Once all your microphones and cameras are rolling, put your hands near the microphone like this, making sure you're in full view of all of the cameras. Then, simply clap your hand as loud as you can. Import your video and audio into your Filmora project and place everything on the timeline like this. Zoom in real close. When it comes to syncing audio, frames matter. Find the big spike in the audio waveform. That's our slate. To make things easier, make a cut and delete everything before the big spike. Then, find the places in each video file where you clapped your hands. You want to find the exact moment your hands first impacted each other. Make a cut here just like before, and delete all the footage before the clap. Repeat this step for as many individual microphones and cameras you used to film your podcast. Now, all you have to do is line everything up and make any small frame adjustments you may need. And that's it. You synced your footage like a pro. Lighting is what separates an amateur shot from a professional one. For a podcast, you want to make your lights as flattering as possible for your subjects. That means a lot of soft light and shooting your subject from the lit side. An LED source like this with a big softbox attachment will do the trick for most sets. You can adjust the color temperature depending on the mood of your set. We recommend daylight colors for most podcasts. If you have the budget for extra lights, you can use them to light your background for extra flavor. You don't even need professional lights for this. Even a spare lamp will work. Finally, to take your podcast set to the next level, decorate it with some relevant objects. For example, if I'm hosting a podcast about movies, I can put a movie poster here and some camera and movie stuff on the bookshelf. It's also good to make sure your hosts have somewhere comfortable to sit while recording your podcast. Now you know how to decorate, light, sync audio, and shoot a professional podcast set without spending hundreds of dollars. Which of your favorite podcasters do you think has the best setup? Leave a comment below, or better yet, tag them. And make sure you like the video and subscribe to the Wondershare Filmora channel for more video editing tips. Keep creating, and I'll see you next time.